And I came across a thing called NIA, NIA,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know what it was, but it for some reason that's the one that called me from all of the different ones, and it was to do with the communication that I had because I was communicating with all these different people from all these different um dance backgrounds or whatever. And the one from Nia, they were like, yeah, they sent me a free DVD, and they're like, yeah, we'd love to have you in a training and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh my god. And so then I went to Portland. I did my first Nia training, and it was absolutely life changing. And I never looked back after that. I felt totally guided, and I did miss that. Before that, I also did a sound healing course. I went down to Arizona and did sound healings with tuning forks, and then I ended up getting crystal bowls. And I thought I was going to become like a sound healer, where it's like, going to take people through sound journeys. I just like all these things, like want to like put them together. Like, see, now that I'm looking, years later, I'm like, oh my, like I could put on retreats or something like that. Like bring in the music and the
Mm-hmm.
singing and the dancing. And so yeah, it just makes me come alive. I know that's why I'm here, and I know that when I don't do it, I start being like depressed and kind of forgetting why, and I was like, oh, because I'm not doing this. And especially with people, like that's really when I come alive, is I shine when I share this stuff with people. So for example, at Earth and Fire Festival,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm going to be offering is, if I can jump right into that,
Absolutely.
is I think it's Sunday morning. I'm going to lead the morning movement. And so I call it Holistic Dance with Tamarah because I'm kind of like leaving the Nia umbrella, so to speak, just to be like totally free in what I offer. And I love to offer toning at the end if there's going to be enough time. I usually go with the flow. I have an idea in my head of what I'm going to do, but then I go with the flow. And yeah, so Nia, or most of my training comes from Nia, but I also take from other things like Tantra and stuff that I've trained in. And basically, if I can explain it in a nutshell, it's guided form that I want people to find their own way in, and freedom as well. So there's a balance between form and freedom. And the reason there's form in there is that it's based on the body's way, like the functional movement. So for example, let's just take the hands, for example. The hands are, very dexterous. There's a lot of ways they can move, right? So just like hand movements and finger movements, for example, I'm going to name some. There's palm directions. So depending on which way I direct my palms, that's a move. That's one of the moves in Nia, palm directions. Now that's infinite, right? You can do all
Yeah.
kinds of palm directions. Qigong is almost all about palm directions, or Tai Chi, right? And then, okay, let's take another one. Finger extensions, pointing your finger out and letting energy move out and along the bones. Or webbed space hand. Now, this is one where all 10 fingers extend out from the center. So you're getting flexibility through the hands. Or creepy crawlers. This is mobility in the fingers. So this is, I'm going to give you two examples of just recently when I was like, wow, it's probably because I'm doing these Nia movements for the past decade that I'm able to do X. Catching flies. So last night in our bedroom, there must have been about 50 mosquitoes. I swear I was just like
Oh,
killing mosquitoes. I was catching them like this, and I'm really good at catching these mosquitoes. And I say to my daughter, I'm like, I bet you it's because I've been doing this movement in Nia called catching flies. It's called catching flies.
yeah.
It's agility in the hand, and it's a
Yeah.
quick open close, right? Or the other day, I sat in front of a piano and I played a song on the piano that I haven't played since I was a child, and my hands were just rolling. I was like, wow, it's probably because I'm practicing creepy crawlers, even though I'm not playing the
Yeah.
piano. So like just things like that, or like pumps or flicks. So it's there's so many moves just in the hands, right? That I just
Wow.
showed you.
Yeah.
There's more. There's fist. There's claw hand to feel like strength in the fingers, and they all make us feel kind of an emotion, like right. So that's just the hands, and then there's the arm, there's the core, there's the base, and there's steps and feet. So I bring in these moves so that the human body, the people who are following me, can explore all these different moves that we are designed to move in such ways. So because if we always maybe just do a step touch when we dance, and we never do anything else, and we never like lift up our arms, or maybe do something fast, or then their body doesn't get that variety of chemistry in the body, and then we're